Hello and welcome to the next episode of Fractured Kingdom. Before we start, we have some news on Pete, who plays Corvus. Pete is now officially a father to a beautiful baby boy, so congrats to him and his wife. Also, not quite as important, but if you have not subscribed yet, please make sure to subscribe and click the bell to be notified every time we release a new episode. And without further ado, let's head into the intro. Last we left off, the Crown Gall was on their way to the city of Petra when they were ambushed by a fiendish tracker. The fiend had an infernal contract to kill the party and listed some of the party's friends as known associates. After a lot of debate, the party decided not to warn Gloria or anyone else and continued on to Petra. There, the party met Ori's sister Robin and her father Wren, and while having dinner at the Sleepy Tarrasque Inn, everyone also spotted Griffon, an albino elf and former Kingsmen captain in Twig Springs, arrive at the inn. Griffon detailed what happened to her after the party left Twig Springs and after she left the Kingsmen, and the Crown Gall agreed to hire Griffon to help them investigate Petra's governor, Kyvern von Praefect. The next morning, on the 8th of Sunpeak, the party was still in the inn when they were delivered a mysterious crate. Inside were several spitting deadly chains being controlled by the courier, a devil in disguise. The party killed the courier, but not before witnessing Robin pass out while accidentally summoning a wolf made out of shadow. After being unceremoniously kicked out of the inn, Ori very reluctantly told her sister that Robin and Wren would be safer staying away from the party and leaving town. The party then headed to the governor's complex where Ash, thanks to an invisibility potion and a few spells, was able to sneak into the complex. While Ash found a vault in the basement, he was unable to open it or find any other incriminating evidence. Now, with the party all together in the uptown market, the party must decide their next course of action.
Okay, so I know that we still need to figure out more information about the governor or get the governor's attention. But Mickey, I'm curious if there's anything that we can find by going to the Church of Faber. Couple of things. I know that there were those stories of the two swords that were forged by Faber that I think had to do with that copper dragon that was potentially south of Anatolia, so that could be future. But also, since we're dealing with devils, maybe they have information about reports of devil sightings or anything like that. I don't know if that's an idea to go check them out.
That's a good idea, and also if they have anything to do, we might use working for them to give us some visibility and get into the governor that way too. So
yeah, and maybe they know of some place we can spend the night since we don't have a inn to stay in anymore.
Yeah.
Would I know if there are any other inns in town?
Make a history check. You would not know of any inns, although you would know that you would potentially be able to get a bed to sleep in one of the miners' barracks. Or miners' bunkhouses.
I mean, I definitely feel like if we can get the church to connect us with something, that'd probably be pretty good, but we could always try one of the workers' bunkhouses, I guess.
Okay, it's good to have a backup.
Let's go to the church.
Go to the church.
Or just wants to take a second, is there anyone kind of like taking, like, would I see any kind of serving sort of people, like taking a break outside of the governor's complex or anything like that?
Make a perception check. Ori does not see any servants or anyone else wandering around the outside of the complex.
Okay. I wish there was some way, Ori will start walking with everyone else to the church, but she'll comment on the way, like, I wish there was some way to get a hold of, like, a servant or someone, someone who probably knows stuff, but doesn't really care if they spill a couple secrets, something like that.
Yeah, a great way to do that would be to hang out at the inn.
I mean, unless they lodge all their servants and all their workers in the complex, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Well, they still probably would like go out for a drink
True.
occasionally.
Yeah,
They're not They're not
Maybe
locked.
there's something. Maybe there's something in the square, or even somewhere in the market that people
Or they
hang
might
out.
try to cut loose. Maybe we can try to look around during the nightlife to see if we can find anyone
Yeah.
later today.
The party walks over to the large church building. The party sees a stone tower that rises up 3 stories tall, along with what appears to be a 15 or 20 foot tall, long rectangular main church area extending out from one side of the tower. The party on the outside sees the tall arches on the side filled with stained glass. As the party steps in, the party sees a large fountain inside with dazzling lights on different stained glass lighting the floors in beautiful pattern. After the party walked in, the party does see a dwarf wearing high priest robes. The dwarf is about 4.5 feet tall with a balding head of hair but a long red beard on his face. And as the party walks in, he turns over towards the party and gives a smile and says, "Welcome, folks. Are you new in town, passing by?"
Hi, yes. Yeah, we're just kind of making our way through town. We came over from Fort Silva, where we had encountered some devils, and we were making our way this way, and we were just curious if you've heard any reports of any devils causing mischief in the area.
No, I feel like I know if there were devils in town, but I wouldn't worry too much about it. You see, Fort Silva does a great job of keeping all the nasties down in the wastelands away from here, so I wouldn't worry about any devils or anything else like that here in Petra.
Can I see if he's dodging the question?
That's gonna be
Sure,
that's gonna be
make
my
an insight
question, too.
check.
Aha!
From what you can tell, Ori, he 100% believes that Fort Silva keeps out all of the potentially evil things for the wastelands of the kingdom.
Poor fool.
Okay.
But he will say, "Oh, forgive my manners. I am Red Brownbeard."
Hi, I'm Ash, and this is Mari, Ori, and Michaelmas. But unfortunately, the devils we encountered, even though we fought them in the wastelands, they did not come from the wastelands. So I'm not sure that Fort Silva will be able to stop all devils from appearing near Petra.
And we had some friends who were in
Wait, they
Petra.
not come for the wastelands? Was there another opening to the Underdark where they were hiding down in?
Kind of. There was a fracture.
Excuse
We
me?
were working with Verol on his project. Are you familiar with him? He's based in Lux. There's a
No,
church in
sorry.
Lux.
It's been many a decade since I've been out near Lux. But you said, if you don't mind me asking, have you been drinking at all today?
Well, I had one potion earlier, but no alcohol.
Well, you see, I don't know what you've been told, but Deo sealed all the fractures at the end of the war, so they haven't been a problem for almost 2,000 years now, so you really do not need to worry your mind with such things.
Whatever you say.
So we had some friends who had left Petra, and they were attacked by devils when they left. But you don't have any other people coming through talking about being attacked by devils?
When your friends left Petra, when was that?
Just a few.
We were talking about this earlier, Jacob. That was like about 8 days
A
ago.
week
A
ago?
week ago?
They would have been attacked a couple of weeks ago.
2 weeks. Okay, that's what I thought.
And it has been, it was the 1st of Sunpeak when Corvus left, and it's now the 8th, so it's been a week since then. But the dwarf will look somewhat curiously over towards you, Michaelmas, and ask, "So these friends of yours, do you trust them? Because there's a lot of things that can happen out on the roads. You sure they weren't just pulling your chain?"
Pretty sure.
Well, it's good to hear that things are safer than we were led to believe in Petra, certainly. Ori's a little like... I think she's given up on trying to convince this guy of anything.
Yeah.
But, you know, we are in town, and we have helped the church in Lux before, and we're just wanting to see if there was any kind of assistance that we might be of use to the church while we're in Petra. Just wanted to offer our services while we're in the area.
Well, I do appreciate the offer, but the Kingsmen here do a great job of making sure there's order.
Wonderful.
Have we seen any of the Kingsmen trolling or
Well, there were some at
guards
the
outside?
complex.
Yeah. At the governor's place. It's like keeping the city itself safe.
Ash did see some Kingsmen inside the governor's complex, but the party has seen a few Kingsmen wandering about, but not as many as you'd expect.
So, we, on our way over here, we passed this big kind of house complex. Whose house is that? Like, what's going on there?
Are you talking about the governor's complex?
Oh, that's the governor's complex. Interesting. He must be doing well for himself.
Yes. Kyvern von Praefect's family has owned the quarry over in Foss Canyon for hundreds of years now at this point.
So, is he a good guy?
Oh, fantastic guy. Won't find a better dragonborn around.
Can I insight him again?
Sure, make an insight check. As you can tell, he still seems to be believing everything he's saying.
Okay. Or he's gonna talk into Ash's and then Mickey's mind and be like, I think this guy's useless.
So, yeah.
Ash brushes it off
yeah.
and continues.
So do you personally know the governor?
Well, I know him as well as anyone, I suppose. We do chat from time to time, although he has been quite busy working on expanding his quarry in recent months, so we have not talked as much, but believe me, he's one of good conversation.
Oh, okay.
So he's been working on the quarry? How long has that been going on?
Oh, I don't know. I want to say it's been a few months when he mentioned something about expanding it.
So when Mickey gets the message, I think he's worthless. His face kind of goes into shock. How could you think anyone from the church is worthless?
So, Jacob, when we were talking to Kriston about Kyvern and the suspicions of someone impersonating, would that timeline kind of line up with the last couple of months that the priest is saying? Like, is that when it may have started?
It's possible, yes.
Okay.
Because if you would...
Generally.
Yes, Kriston did not give you an exact date, but did mention a couple of months ago he had a conversation with Kyvern in Lux, which drew some suspicion. So 3 months ago, that would make sense with the timeline.
Okay. So, yeah, just keep a mental note of that, and I'll share it with the group later. Okay.
So as travelers in the land, I kind of make note of my religious robes that I'm always wearing. And do you have a place where travelers can lodge within the church?
I'm sorry, we don't within our church's building, as the number of priests and priestesses has grown quite a bit in recent numbers, but I can have someone walk down with you to one of the bunkhouses to make sure you have a roof over your head if you are short on money.
Yes, that would be wonderful.
Very hospitable of you. Thank you.
You are most welcome. I'm sure you're going to love our fine city.
So, on another topic, this is a beautiful church, by the way.
Thank you.
What can you tell me about this Church of Faber and Faber? What do you know? I'm interested. I haven't been too religious in the past, but maybe I want to start being more religious.
Well, the best time to start is today, as he gives you a grin and a punch on the shoulder.
Do I think that Ash is lying here? Do I? Kind of a surprise to me.
He's like, I'm not good enough for your religious curiosity. Like, I can't help you on your spiritual journey.
Standing right there.
I'm just playing. This guy doesn't seem too bright, so I'm just going with it.
No, I think it's great. I just don't think it's hilarious.
With Michaelmas reconsidering his entire relationship with Ash, Red will go on about Faber. Well, you see, Faber is Deo's chosen archangel of the Forge. And while he is known to craft some of the finest artifacts and relics the multiverse has ever seen, he's also been a big proponent of architecture and construction and building and creation of all kinds, which is why a few of his finest priests spent decades building this lovely church, handcrafting all of these stained glass windows and every last brick and block and mortar that came to be part of it, as we wanted the church to be a great symbol for not only Faber, but Deo, the great creator.
That's really cool. I guess I'll have to keep doing more research and learning more about this.
Yes, I can help you with that.
So you say this Faber was a great, he could forge things, great forger. Does he have, I heard like a kind of rumor about 2 swords that he forged that might be in a dragon's lair. Do you know anything about that story?
The High Priest will say, while I do not know of any swords hidden specifically in a dragon lair, there were 5 ancient dragons who were known to have helped the forces of good at the end of the Fracture War, and I do believe it is likely that some of Faber's crafted weapons may now be hidden and under the protection of the dragons in their lairs. That would not surprise me, not one bit.
That makes sense. Well, thank you for your hospitality and your time here and all the information you've shared. So, I guess, yes, we'll take you up on that offer to have someone show us to the bunkhouses, so we can get settled in.
Oh, you are most welcome. Lilia, he calls out, and the party sees there is a half-elven woman who looks to be probably in her late 20s, wearing priestess robes. She's currently sitting on a bench reading a book, but as she looks up from the book, she quickly stands up and hurries over towards Red and says, yes, Red? These lovely folks need a place to stay for the night, so if you wouldn't mind taking them down to one of Leo's bunkhouses and see if we can get them some beds for tonight. Oh, certainly.
Thank you, Lilia.
Oh, you are very welcome. Follow me. Red will say, it was lovely meeting all of you. And if you have any more questions about the church, please do not be afraid to ask.
Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
If I can think of anything, I'll let you know.
Lilia, who is Leo?
Leo owns one of the mines in town.
Is he related to the governor then?
Oh, no, he's part of a different family, the Levnonans, I believe. They're pretty well known in town.
So is it a different mine then that the governor has been expanding?
Yeah, well, see, there are 2 main mines in town with Leo owns one. The governor actually runs a quarry.
Oh,
got it.
so what's the difference between I'm totally ignorant here. What's the difference between a mine and a quarry?
I believe a quarry is you dig from the surface down into like a pit, where a mine is you dig tunnels, more or less.
And
I think that's what it would be.
A quarry is often
The big difference.
to get like the stone,
Rocks.
marble,
Yep.
to get the rocks itself, and then a mine is looking for like metals or gems.
Lilia will nod and say, yep, that's why you'll find a lot more stone buildings here in town compared to most of the other compared to most of the other cities and towns in the kingdom.
So how long have you been one of the faith and at the church here?
Oh, I actually grew up here, so I've been here all my life.
Red mentioned there had been a lot of new recruits to your order recently, or relatively recently at least. Do you know why that is?
No, I don't know of any particular reason. I think it mostly just has to do with just more people coming here to work.
Well, that's good.
I guess they've been expanding the mines, and the governor wanted to expand the quarry even more.
So you have family that works in the quarry or the mines then?
My father worked there for many years before he passed away. Deo rest his soul.
Sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
So are you a recent recruit, or have you been with the church for a while?
Sorry, I missed that. But I've been officially a priestess for a few years now. I guess just after my father died, I needed some guidance, and Red was able to help me a lot getting through that dark part of my life.
That's good.
I don't know how to do this casually, but can I try and figure out something to ask her that would see if he's changed recently? So has the growth of the church been hard on Red, or how is he doing with many more members of the faith coming in?
Oh no, Red hasn't really changed much. To be honest, there's not a whole lot. The thing you gotta understand about Red is that he does not seem to worry too much about anything. There are some days I feel like he believes too much in his faith.
Wow. That's somewhat surprising to hear from a priestess.
Well, it's not believing too much in his faith, but he has this belief that everything will always be alright, even when there are things we can do to help, you know?
Have you heard anything about devils around Petra at all? We heard from a friend that they were waylaid by some a couple weeks ago. Have you heard anything along those lines?
Lilia looks shocked and says, "No, I haven't. I would have remembered someone mentioning something about devils."
Okay.
It's at this point, as the party is just about to head down the long trail on the side of the canyon, the party hears a gruff voice yell, "Hold up, wait." As the party looks around, the party sees 3 dwarves wearing Kingsmen armor trot over towards the party, and one of them, who has a long, scraggly black beard, will say, "You 5 need to come with us. The governor would like to have a word about what happened at the inn this morning."
Oh my. I'm gonna use, do I want to do this? I'm gonna use sorcery points to cast detect. Well, no, I'm not actually. So never mind.
Save it.
So
Yeah, I want to save it for the governor. You're right.
how did the governor find out about what happened at the inn already?
How the governor find out about a devil attacking the inn? Really?
Well, I mean, I didn't see any Kingsmen around, so I don't know who would have told him.
Or he kicks Ash in the ankle a little bit.
Yeah, of course we'll come with you. Let's go, everyone.
I think she'll say to Ash's head, like, I mean, yeah, they suck, but like, can we not get them mad at us before we're even seeing the governor?
Just making sure.
Can I insight these guys to see, like, if I can get any read about, like, what their opinion is? Like, are they, like, mad at us? Are they, like, curious? Like, do I get any of those kind of vibes?
Sure, make an insight check.
Oh, my lord.
You're not quite sure. It appears that trying to read the Kingsmen while also talking to Ash's head telepathically at the same time, you're having a hard time trying to multitask that.
That tracks.
You're just taking on too much. Yeah, I mean, this is exactly kind of what we want to happen,
Yeah.
so...
Let's go. I'll say thank you to Lilia and be like, maybe we'll see you around. I guess we're doing something else now.
Lilia, this entire time, looks really confused. With everyone's passive insight, you have the feeling that she's a little surprised and even more confused about the party having an encounter with the devil themselves and not actually saying anything about that.
Oops.
But just asking about someone else's encounter with the devil. But Lilia will just say, "Oh, when you need a bunk to stay in, I'll be back at the church."
Great, thank you.
So the 3 Dwarven Kingsmen will lead the party to the door of the governor's complex, which Ash was able to sneak into. One of the Kingsmen will pound on the door, and the very bored-looking Kingsman sitting inside will open the door. And the dwarf will say, "They need to see the governor."
I'll ask Ash, do any of those look familiar from your time? Quiet, whisper.
Yeah, I think the guy answering the door was the
Ash-
guy posted there.
Yes, Ash does recognize the Kingsmen inside, but not any of the dwarves. After the party gets led through the grand carpeted entryway, the Kingsmen will stop in front of a locked door, which Ash did not actually open during his trip earlier. One of them will unlock it, and they'll say, "The governor will see you now."
Thank you.
Oh no.
But after
what?
the party steps into the small office, the party sees the walls are lined with bookshelves with various scrolls and books. There's a burgundy desk set up, along with a leather armchair over on the far corner. But the party also sees lying on the ground the dead body of a dragonborn dressed in very fine clothes. And after the party walks in, the 3 Dwarven Kingsmen will draw their weapons. One of them will yell out, "Murders!"
Murderers? You
So
opened
now-
the door!
Just set up.
Everyone needs to roll for initiative.
God. I wish I did better on an insight check. I should have done the detect thoughts. Dang it.
Do we think we should try and talk to them before?
No,
we
they're
just...
clearly framing us. Good grief.
If we can take them out
Quickly?
with non-lethal damage.
No promises.
Oh, you rats!
So with the Kingsmen drawing their weapons, one of them is going to make a sword attack against Ori. So give me...
Great. Oh, good grief.
With the first attack, Ori is hit for 10 points of slashing damage. And with the second strike,
Shield.
and while Ori would be hit with the second strike, she is quickly able to use her reaction and create an arcane shield to block the second swing as the Kingsman looks really confused by the sudden spell. But now it is Ash's turn.
Jacob, before we go farther, is name.
Oh, I forgot to add Griffon to the initiative.
Griffon, that's right.
Come on, Griffin, roll good.
Good catch, Mickey.
Oh,
Can't win
Well,
them
she
all.
did better than 2 of you.
that's why I didn't actually critique her, but I was still sad.
So now it is Ash's turn.
Okay. So is Ori standing like right in the doorway?
Yes, she is.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Does the door open inward or outward?
The door opens inward.
Is there enough room where I can maybe shove Ori out of the way and then shut and lock the door?
Oh, Mickey.
Mickey's out there.
Hey, Griffin.
I know that. I'm just asking the question.
If you want to use one of your 2 attacks per turn to make a shove attack on Ori, you can. That would push her 5 feet and push her out of the doorway.
Does the door, I mean, they probably have keys, but if you lock the door, you could maybe buy yourself some time.
If you do that, Mari's gonna have some problems.
Yeah,
with
that's
you.
fine. I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, so I'm just gonna sneak past Ori, slide through the doorway over here. I'm gonna pull out my rapier, and then I'm going to try to hit the Kingsman on the left. My rapier.
Nice.
25 to hit
That one will hit.
for 8 damage, and then I will hit again, or try to hit again. That one misses. And then I'm going to cunning action as a bonus action, dodge. And that'll be my turn.
With Ash running past Ori in the tight confines in the landing, he's able to get in 1 hit against one of the Kingsmen and is unable to hit with a second strike. The next Kingsman, seeing that, is going to move up and make 2 swings at you, Ash.
What is happening?
That's a miss. And that's a miss.
With Ash quickly dodging, the Kingsman yells in frustration as he's unable to hit you. After those 2 fill attacks, it is now Mari's turn.
I am going to do a similar thing and push through my 2 party members to get here. And I'm gonna attack Ren. Ugh, 11.
11 will miss.
Try it again. 21
21 will hit.
for 8. And I'm saving my spell slots. Oh, I'm gonna bonus action get a spell slot back.
Nice.
Aha.
You got it. The Kingsman who was hit by you is going to yell out in frustration and make 2 attacks at you, Mari.
Just gonna try.
It's not very good.
He continues yelling out in frustration as the Kingsmen are still unable to hit any of you. At this point, Griffon will push her way through. He'll make 2 attacks of her own, also on the only Kingsman who has been hit so far.
Ooh. Yeah!
Well, her first attack missed. Her second one will hit for 18 points of slashing damage. She's not going to use any Battle Master maneuvers. So that'll take us to Mickey's turn.
Okay. I will bless at second level all 4 of the people in front of me as a bonus action because it's an enchantment.
Thank you.
And as part of that, I will, since Ori hasn't used her reaction yet, I'll
I
tell
did
her
cast
to...
shield actually, so I.
Oh, you did? Okay. So then, I'll have Ash then hit red.
Okay. 20 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. And I get Colossus Slayer on that as well. For an extra 2.
You
This
should
would
also
be
get
sneak attack too.
Oh, sneak attack, yes. I was like, oh. For 6.
We're just wailing on this one guy.
Good.
I don't want to, yeah. And then as my action, I will call down the Sacred Flames on blue. I don't want to spell kill red.
He has
DC
advantage
16
on
dexterity.
saving throws against spells, but even so, he's unable to avoid the radiant flames falling down on top of him.
And then he also gets the additional 4 radiant damage. And I think that's it.
Quite a turn.
How far would I have to move to be able to see into the office and see the body?
You have to be where Ash is right now, but with all the people in front of you, you're currently unable to actually get to a spot where you can see the body.
I'm done.
Okay, Ori.
Alright, Ori is gonna first quicken cast Armor of Agathis with 2 sorcery points and a 2nd level spell slot. So she has 10 temporary hit points. And then she's gonna cast Green Flame Blade as her action, and she's gonna strike at blue. Yes.
Nice.
So, that does an extra 1d8 fire on... So, it's an extra 1d8 fire for both of them. Should I roll those separately?
You can roll that for the same for both.
Okay, so blue takes 1 extra fire damage, and red takes 6 fire damage as the flames jump from blue to red. And for like my non-magical attacks, I will use non-lethal. So if I could like apply my magical damage first for like Green Flame Blade, that'd be cool. But I will kill also.
Unfortunately for Ori, you realize you might not have to worry about that, as the flames seem to surround the dwarves underneath their armor, but they appear to be completely unfazed by it, as if they are immune to the fire.
Heck. This is the first time I've gotten to actually use Green Flame Blade properly, and they're immune.
Rude.
That's all. Thank you.
The Kingsman closest to Ori, seeing the look of recognition on your face, is going to mutter "screw it," and the party sees his body morph and transform into that of a green devil with barbs over his body. And after he does so, he's going to make 3 attacks on you, Ori.
Great.
First
Okay,
with
we
his
can kill him
tail.
now. Don't take him. We don't need to take him alive.
So that then take 10 cold damage. Are they immune to cold damage?
He is not immune to cold damage, but he is
Yes.
resistant to cold damage.
5 cold damage.
Despite the strange black ice dealing some cold damage to his back, he's going to give a confused look, but still swing with 2 claw attacks.
Miss. Hit. Take another 5 cold. Yeah. And then my black ice armor chings and falls to pieces on the ground and melts away.
Ori will hear Malum pop in. Well, that was cool while it lasted.
Yeah.
And with Ori's magic ice armor falling off, it is now Ash's turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna take another couple of stabs at red. 25 to hit.
That will hit.
That one does do Colossus and sneak attack for another 8. And then I will hit it again. 10.
10 will miss, unfortunately, even with bless.
Even with bless, okay. Alright, and then I guess I'll just cunning action dodge again.
With Ash getting in one more hit, the next Kingsman will reveal his true form into that of a barbed devil and make 3 attacks against you, Ash. First with his tail, at disadvantage because you dodged, but that will still miss.
That's still miss. Yeah.
Nice.
He angrily
miss.
yells out in Infernal, trying to swipe at you with his claws and tail, but Ash is easily able to dodge and avoid all the hits. That will take us to Mari.
I'm gonna bonus action Shield of Faith Ori, so she gets +2 to her AC.
Oh, thank you.
And then I'm going to attack. Red's been hit multiple times, blue has been hit once or twice.
Correct.
I'm gonna hit blue. I'm gonna try and hit blue. 18 to hit.
That will hit.
And then I'm gonna Divine Smite at a 2nd level. And he's a fiend. They're fiend.
Yes, he is.
Fiendish. So that's 21 total damage.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna hit blue again. 27 for 10
That will
more.
hit again.
And then I'm not gonna Divine Smite. Yeah, I'll Divine Smite. Only got 2nd level left. For another 12.
The devil's
That's-
yells of frustration turn to yells of pain from the 2 quick divine smites from Mari. And with that, the last dwarven Kingsman turns into a barbed devil. And seeing those 2 divine smites, he is going to go after you, Mari. So first with a tail attack. Oh, sorry, it would have been the straight rolls. The 21 would hit.
21. Yep.
For 12 points of piercing damage. And after the tail strikes, you'll try to make 2 quick claw attacks, but Mari reflexes from the pain of the tail, is able to get her shield up in time to deflect both of the claws. With that,
Did you do
Griffon...
concentration on Shield of Faith?
Oh,
yes.
With Warcaster, I get advantage.
Correct.
Yes. Woohoo!
Mari still has Shield of Faith up. Griffon, with her turn again, is going to move up. She's going to make 2 longsword attacks at the devil right in front of Mari.
He's
The
blessed,
first
right?
one will cut right into its side for 12 points of slashing damage. The second one will also hit in for 11 points of slashing damage.
Nice.
As that devil is now looking bloodied and has one of its hands on its side trying to stop the bleeding as he snarls over towards Griffon. With that one being distracted, it is now Mickey's turn.
So I checked back on the guy who let us in. Is he turning into a devil? What's his reaction to this?
His reaction, he appears to be frozen in fear as he's just standing there with his mouth open.
Cool. The Kingsguard are just like top notch.
Really, the finest
Can
of the kingdom.
Can I get to there, and would Blue get an attack of opportunity on me if I did?
He would, yes.
I'm gonna stay here. And I'll cast Aid on Ori's been hit quite a lot, and Griffon hasn't been hit, right?
Not yet, no.
Okay, so I'll cast Aid on the other 3 there.
Thank you.
And Ash, stab away at red.
Well, actually, Ori, will you do it? Sorry, Mickey, will you give it to Ori because I get my reaction right back after you go?
You didn't use
Not this round.
at this round? Okay,
Uh-huh.
then yeah. I was thinking you had already used shield.
Nope, that was last round.
Okay, so then yeah, stab Blue.
Cool.
Yes.
That's
on
my
blue-
first time I got an attack with Mickey's command thing.
Nice.
Yay.
And then as a bonus action, I will get a 2nd level spell back. And I'm done.
With Ori feeling empowered and aided by Mickey's spell, is now her turn.
All right, let's try this combo again. Quickened cast Booming Blade on blue. So 16 hits, right?
Yes, that will hit.
11 slashing. And then I'm gonna cast what's it called? Dissonant Whispers with my action.
It takes
Yes.
1d8 from the booming blade on a hit.
No, it takes
1d8.
Isn't it just when it moves with Booming Blade? It takes 2d8 when it moves?
At 5th level, it takes 1d8 on a hit automatically, and then 2d8 when it
shoot.
moves.
Oh, thank you. I didn't realize that when I was reading through the... Haha!
Nice.
Is it still up? I assume yes?
Yes, it is still up, although it is bloodied.
And that should be a 17 wisdom save for the Dissonant Whispers.
It does have advantage because of its magic resistance.
Silvery Barbs. Dang it!
Rude.
Even with the barbs distracting its mind, the barbed devil is still able to resist running away, but still takes some psychic damage.
I will give advantage to Ash. I still appreciate that Silvery Barbs isn't a total waste, even if they still...
Yeah.
After that, the party sees other guards and servants come down to see what's going on, and seeing the party being attacked by devils, they will all start running away, with the Kingsmen trying to protect the servants while also trying to protect themselves. Except for the one in the entryway who still appears to be standing frozen in fear. So now the barbed devil closest to Ori is going to make 3 more attacks at you.
Okay. Hit. Miss. Hit.
Honestly.
While Ori is able to avoid one of the claw strikes, moving away from that attack walks her right into the claw and tail from the other strikes, as Ori takes 19 total piercing damage.
Ori's bloodied.
Now we go to Ash.
Okay. So both red and blue seem bloodied, you said?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to first try to attack red, thanks to the advantage from Ori. 26 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. And then I get Colossus Slayer and Sneak Attack for another
Nice.
10. So 17 total. Is it still up?
It is still up, yes.
So in the middle of my attacks, can I do bonus action Zephyr Strike?
Yes, you can.
Okay. And then I'm going to give myself advantage on this attack. Again, against red. Wow. So I don't suppose I can hit it there, so never mind. That was fun. Yeah, and then I'm not gonna move, so.
Unfortunately, the Zephyr Strike did not help Ash with his second attack.
Oh, well, actually, let me see here. Yeah, I am actually gonna move. I'm just gonna sneak around to the backside of everybody and then end up on the other side of the devil, since I don't provoke opportunity attacks with Zephyr Strike this turn, so at least make some room for Mickey or
Good idea.
Mari to move if they need to.
Give
that'll be
me
it.
one second while I double check something.
Okay. If I can sneak by everybody or not, or if it's difficult terrain.
I think you can move through an enemy space if it's. I need to double check to make sure, since they're medium-sized creatures, not like a huge creature.
Yeah. I mean, if I can go around too.
I mean,
and
yeah,
go
you probably
through-
have the movement to...
And I've got extra. I've
The
got
problem
30
is
feet
there's
of
a
extra
wall there,
movement.
so you would
Wall
not be
there.
able to move
Gotcha.
around.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, that's fine. Not a problem. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was like a solid wall from floor to ceiling, or if it was more like a railing because of the stairs going up. If I were able to kind of vault over it or something, but that's fine.
Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to quite move past them.
Yep, not a big deal.
And with that, the next devil is going to make 3 more attacks at you, Ash. Even missing with your Zephyr Strike, it still is worried about you.
That's a hit.
So after you take 11 points of piercing damage from a tail attack, you get swiped on the shoulder for 6 points of piercing damage from the claw, and 8 points of piercing damage on the other shoulder.
Can I use Sentinel?
Yes, you can.
21 to hit for 10.
That one will hit. After using her extra sentinel attack, it is now Mari's turn again.
Cool. I'm gonna go after blue. 23 to hit for 12.
That will hit.
I'm gonna bonus action, get 1 spell slot back. I'm gonna hit again. 14, but I'm blessed. 18?
That will hit.
For 12. And then he's bloodied.
He is bloodied, yes.
Yeah, I guess I gotta use the spell slot I just got back with the Divine Smite. For another 17.
With the last Divine Smite, the party watches as that infernal yells out in pain and falls down dead on the ground.
Yay.
Can I move? He's dead. Can I move through him now to get behind him? Can I
Yes, you can.
move here? Perfect.
With Mari killing one of the devils, one of the 2 remaining ones will turn its attention to you, Mari. Make 3 attacks against you. First with its tail. Mari is easily able to use her shield to deflect all 3 attacks as the devil starts cursing at you in infernal. But with its attention towards you, Griffon is going to make 2 attacks of her own, right into the back of the devil. So first one will hit for 9 points of slashing damage. The second one will also hit for 8 more points of slashing damage. With the devil now being surrounded, it is Michaelmas's turn.
Okay. I'm going to hold out Sacred Flames on him for DC 16.
Which one are you targeting?
The red one who's been hurt. Do that.
There's a
Nice.
failure.
And an additional 2 for my 8th level cleric thingy. And move in. I'll move. Here. Oops. I'm where the dead devil is.
There we go.
Yep, and now I'm done.
Mickey gingerly steps on top of the body of that dead devil right as it begins to turn to ash. But with its body slowly disappearing, it is Ori's turn now.
Okay, I guess I'll hit green with a booming blade. Bless.
That will hit.
Yay. Nice. That'll be all. Melee sorcerer!
Now up in there.
The devil between Ori and Mari looks back and forth between the two, trying to figure out who to go after, but then perceives Mari as the bigger threat and will turn its attention towards Mari with 3 more
Yes.
attacks.
Me.
Oh,
That'll hit.
nice.
So even though Mari once again is able to use her shield to block most of the attacks, she does get 1 claw swipe right at one of her arms, stinging with pain, but after that series of attacks, it's now Ash's turn.
Shield of Faith is gone.
No, 10 was
Wait, no,
what
it's
you
up.
needed.
It's up.
Oh, that's up? Oh, good.
Yeah.
And
You
you got
only took 8
plus.
damage. Okay, so I am so sick of red. I'm just gonna go ahead and try to stab him again.
Get him. Bless.
Let's
That will
see.
hit with your bless.
Yes.
15 or 17. Okay. And I get Colossus Slayer sneak attack for 7 more.
With 1 more stab of his rapier, the party watches as the devil stops, and his eyes roll back, and he falls back on the ground, dead.
Woo!
It's all down to
Okay.
you, buddy.
And then I'm going to take a stab at green. 15 to hit
That will hit.
for 10 piercing. And then I'm going to bonus action cast Healing Spirit and put my Spectral Fox right on top of Ori.
Thank you.
So you can have 1d6 of healing. 5 HP.
Delicious.
Delicious, delicious HP.
And that's it for me.
That devil is dead, so it's now Mari's turn.
I think I'm gonna try and hit green.
Kill him. Bless. Yes.
That just
15 to
hits.
hit. For 15. And then another 14.
The devil
I'm
lets
out
out a shriek of pain for the 2 quick strikes from her sword, Mari, as it looks around, wondering what to do now that it's the only devil left.
Just you can settle us, buddy. Yeah. And then I'll just move just in front of it.
After that retort, Griffon will move up. They'll make 2 swings of her own right next to Mari. First one will miss, even though she is blessed. Second one, though, will hit one of the devil's arms for 8 points of slashing damage, as that one is now bloodied as well. With Griffon moving up, it is Michaelmas's turn.
So you booming bladed it last time? Is that still in effect?
It's still up until the start of my turn.
Then I will command it to. Everybody else has their reactions left too?
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
I command it to flee.
Let me double check commands, since you haven't used this one for a while.
No, I haven't.
It will flee on its next turn, so you won't actually get Booming Blade unless Ori casts Booming Blade again.
Okay.
But if you'd still like to use command anyways, you can.
I mean, I am gonna booming blade it next turn, my turn.
Alright, so it gets a wisdom saving throw at advantage for its magic resistance.
Aha!
But even with advantage, it still fails, so the party sees the devil is about to flee.
Hey. Anything
And
else,
I'm
Mickey?
done.
Okay, Ori.
Booming blade. Ha!
Yes.
And I get double the thunder damage too, right?
Yes, you do.
Yes! Okay.
Beautiful.
Do I get to double the thunder damage when it flees then too?
You know, that is a good question. I'm going to say yes for now, and I'll say sure, why not?
Beautiful, beautiful.
You're so good to us.
So now on the devil's turn, it turns to run. With it turning to run, it provokes an opportunity attack from literally everybody.
Everybody, stab it!
Okay, who wants to go first?
Oh, I just
We were
rolled
going
the
to
booming
go
blade
in
damage.
order of initiative. So Ash.
No, I don't think I can get there. 13, no!
Ooh.
Ooh,
Boo!
Ash misses with his strike. Mari.
nice.
14.
And then with Sentinel, its speed goes to 0. Shoot! No, booming blade.
Oh, damn.
But it's just an opportunity attack. It's not
Yeah, this is
Sentinel.
Sentinel, right?
Sentinel only kicks in if they attack somebody next to me. I use that reaction.
No, but it's just every time you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, its speed becomes 0.
Oh,
Ah.
sorry. Ruined it.
No! You still got good damage on it.
Griffon will make her opportunity attack. That one will hit for 12 points of damage. Mickey.
So I have Warcaster, so I can cast a spell as a.
Yes, a single target spell.
I'll call down the Sacred Flame. 16 save.
Oof.
Even while scared, it's still able to avoid your radiant flames.
Okay.
Ori.
That'll hit right with.
Yes,
One.
with Bless that will just hit.
Okay.
The devil is badly hurt and injured, but is not dead yet. It's unable to flee from Mari's quick strike, and with it looking around, still trying to figure out how to get out of its current situation, it is now Ash's turn.
Alright, I'm just gonna keep stabbing it. 15 to hit.
How would Ash like to do this?
Woohoo!
Yay!
I just wanna stab my rapier right into its, like, side, and then, like, into its heart.
Yes!
If it has one. You just drop it.
Ori watches as Ash stabs the devil right in front of her, right into its side. The blade piercing into its rib cage, right where its heart would be if it had one. The party watches it scream before it falls down on the ground dead.
Can I cast Healing Word on the Dragonborn? Is he dead, or is he making?
He is long past healing word being helpful.
How many charges are left in this box, and how many of them can I have?
You can have all 3 of them.
Thank you. It's D6.
Yeah,
Oh, thanks.
so
Sweet.
12 more healing.
Thanks, Ash. What the heck? Was he even possessed in the first place?
Or were the people around him?
Or
yeah.
is this even the governor?
I mean, it looks like the governor. Hey, anybody else who lives in this compound?
Hey, they're dead. Does someone want to, like, do something?
Can we chat? we just want to talk.
As the party looks, it appears that the only person who did not run is still the one in the entryway who's still standing, frozen with fear, in shock.
Who's in charge?
Did we?
Can you go get somebody?
Did we see that? Was it like an elf nurse? Who was the woman that you saw, Ash?
Oh,
Upstairs?
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Oh, the
Elven
nanny?
Yeah, it was like a nanny.
Hey,
Did-
or
I
is
didn't
it,
ask her name.
or is gonna
Oh, wait,
snap her fingers in the guy's face and be like, hey, who's in charge here?
I mean, Kyvern is, or was, is he dead?
Yeah.
What were those things?
Looks like he's been dead a while.
Devils.
What devils? What are they doing here?
Mickey, how long has he been dead? Can you tell?
I've got proficient in medicine.
Make a medicine check.
14.
He's been dead for at least a few hours.
Oof.
So, what's the time from the time when Ash left and saw him? Where did you see him, Ash?
Oh,
Did Ash see the...
You didn't
I
see
didn't
Kyvern.
see
Ash did
Kyvern.
not find Kyvern. He also did not enter into this room on his first endeavor here.
Yeah, I think I failed the lockpick on this room.
Did you recognize those Kingsmen who escorted us here?
No, just this guy on the inside.
Sorry, I was talking to
He's not gonna-
the
Oh, sorry.
guy at the door.
Yeah.
You did.
When did they join?
I don't know. A couple months ago, I think.
Okay, that sounds about right. Well, go get whoever's in charge. Get your lawmaster or somebody.
Can we trust Kingsmen? We just fought 3 of them that turned out to not be Kingsmen.
Mari, can you do detect good and evil or whatever it is for your
Yeah, I can do divine sense.
divine sense? Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't go through like full-on walls.
Here and get the
Sorry.
lawmaster. The scared Kingsman is going to sprint out of the building.
Well, maybe you should do it on the lawmaster and him when they get back.
Okay.
So, can
But
I...
there was
Go ahead.
supposedly a child in here. Should we go check and see if we can find the kid? See if they're still safe?
So these bodies turn to dust, right?
Yes, they turn to black ash.
But we had plenty of witnesses.
Yeah. Can I inspect the body of Kyvern and see if it actually is, or the actual Kyvern, or I suspect that it's the actual Kyvern?
Make a medicine check.
It's a dead guy.
You're fairly confident that body is of an actual dragonborn, but you're not entirely sure.
Okay. And I
Griffon,
wouldn't
Griffon, however, is going to look through the fireplace. As she noticed, it appeared to be some paper is recently burned in there. She pulls out a corner, and on there she spots something which she will say, "Does the name Rayvon mean anything to any of you?"
No, not off the bat.
Could I roll something for that?
Make a history check.
Don't laugh at me.
Sorry.
No, it's hilarious.
You're just rolling like me.
Let's have everyone else make a history check too.
Sometimes Ori pulls off a decent history check.
You do,
so-
yeah.
Which is shocking.
Oh, is that the... I know that
History
name.
check, Ash.
Revon Kicksland. Yes. I remember that name. That was the name when we found Emma on the piece of paper, I think.
Oh, shoot. Oh, snap.
That is the name on the sending
Partial
sheet
letter.
that was not actually sent.
Yep. A weapon has been found and will be brought to you within the month, along with a couple of, and that's where the partial letter that we had earlier. Interesting.
The party also tossed a platinum piece to Trip at one point in Lux, who informed the party that he is a quote-unquote fixer for the cult.
That's right.
In the office, are there any more, like, papers or documents relating to Kyvern wanting to take over, or supposedly Kyvern wanting to take over the other mines in town?
Unfortunately, no. It appears that whoever burned the papers did a very good job, and Griffon was lucky to find the legible piece.
Ori would like to use the wand of detect magic in the office.
Sure. Using detect magic with your wand, Ori, you do not sense anything magical in the room.
Does Griffon look magical at all? Just checking.
Griffon does not have anything magical on her, no.
Okay.
But she will look curiously over at your small wand.
Oh, it detects magic. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't any, like, secrets that could be revealed, you know, with the arcane.
How long does that do? Do we want to check out more of the house? Or is it like a one thing?
So we know Ravan is a fixer for the cult. We know that somebody pretending to be Kyvern wants to take over the mines. From that previous partial letter, we know they found a weapon. I'm wondering if that weapon is hidden in one of those 2 mines in town, and that's why they're trying to take it over.
Oh.
And get to it.
I was thinking the weapon was kind of a euphemism for Emma.
Maybe that's the
same.
other thing, but it could be this too. I don't know.
I mean, if he was if he was kind of investing in the quarry at the same time he was being possessed or whatever, it probably wouldn't hurt to try investigating the quarry.
Yeah.
We might even be able to get them to pay us for it.
Yeah.
Is the Lawmaster here yet, Mickey?
Got one more thing. If I can, I don't know if I can do a roll for a search or anything. Are there any keys? Like, does Kyvern have keys on his body or anything for that might be for the door downstairs?
Make an investigation check. You did notice one of the Kingsmen did have keys, so you could check him too.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking for keys. That's what I'm looking for.
You do see one of the Kingsmen does have a ring of keys. There's only maybe 6 keys on there.
I'm gonna pick them up.
Nice.
So there's that door down in the basement, that locked vault. I'm gonna go check it out. Does anyone want to go down there with me?
Well, maybe.
I mean, do we
We should
want to wait for the Lawmaster, or?
Well, we should probably stall the Lawmaster while Ash is doing that, I feel like. I would love to go, but I'll stay up here.
I'll go with Ash.
Okay, I'll stay with Ori.
I'm gonna head down the stairs.
Griffon is going to stay upstairs. With Ash and Mickey in dash, running down, wondering what's going on. Ash will try the keys, and none of them appear to be keys to the vault.
Okay. Oh, while I'm here, can I try Thieves' Tools again?
Does Mickey dispel magic?
I'll say yes.
So if the keys don't work, I'll try again. Or if the lockpick doesn't work, I'll try it.
Okay.
Ooh!
Nat 20 for the first one. Unless that gets me more than one.
That does not get you more than one, unfortunately.
Oh wait, I'll guidance for the next one.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try the second lock. What does guidance do again?
Plus 1d4.
Plus 1d4. 20?
Nice.
The second one, you feel like you're just about to fail it, but with the guidance from Mickey, you're just able to get that one unlocked as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I guidance again, or just
Yes, you
one?
can.
Alright. Last lock. I
Oh.
don't think this is gonna do it. 12!
Unfortunately, with the third lock, Ash is not quite able to get it, and as he fails to unlock it, he hears the other 2 locks relock themselves.
Oh.
Huh.
What kind of doors are they? Is it big
That's
metal doors?
It's
some
a
magnet.
large iron door.
Corvus were here. He would try and
So,
Griffon, how
Mickey,
about your head?
yeah, Mickey, did you see that? The locks relocked themselves.
So
Definitely
what
some
if-
magic going on here or something.
Yeah. I will try to dispel magic. What spell is that?
Mickey casts a
Okay.
spell magic on the door, and after waiting a moment, nothing appears to happen.
Try picking it again. No. God's blessings on you as you try to break it.
If you don't break in, just keep trying again.
Well, now,
Yes!
now that it's unmagicked, maybe
Maybe potentially
it won't
unmagic.
reset.
Yeah.
Yeah.
23.
The first one is now unlocked once again.
Okay. I'll try the second one. 12.
Even with the guidance, Ash is unable to unlock that one as he hears the first one get unlocked, or to get locked back again.
All right.
Well,
Well,
that's-
this seems
that's not gonna work.
not gonna work for us unless I've got
Let's,
all day to do this. But
let's try and find the kid.
or the keys or something. Yeah. The kid's room was upstairs.
As Ash and Mickey head upstairs to the 3rd floor, it appears that all of the rooms upstairs are empty.
So, in this room that I'm in now, I know that like down here there was a door that I couldn't get past. I believe. Is that door locked?
That door is locked, yes.
Can I try to pick it?
Yes, you can.
Want to try the keys first?
I could have tried the keys, I suppose, but
Where's the fun in that?
You do you.
I forget that I have things. It's okay. 22.
This time you are able to unlock that door, and as you go inside, you enter into the master bedroom.
Ooh.
You see on the far wall a large four-posted king-sized bed with silk burgundy-colored sheets. You do see there is a vanity dresser set up over here, along with several wardrobes over on the far side. You also notice a door leading on the far wall.
Is there anything like on the dresser that looks interesting? Like maybe related to the mines or
Make an investigation check.
17?
Looking around, you don't see anything that appears to be of value or anything of note.
So I'll go check the door to see if it's locked or not.
That door is also locked.
And this time I'm gonna try the keys.
Using your keys, none of them are able to unlock that door.
Well, I'm gonna use my own personal set of keys. 13.
Unfortunately, you are unable to unlock that door.
Not my day today. Okay.
So, C18, A and B, those were closets? Or...
Correct.
C18 was like the kids' room, I believe.
Yes, C18 was the kids' room, 18A and 18B were closets, and C17 was the toy room.
So if you want to go look on that side, we can.
Yeah.
If the door's locked.
Oh, is the door still open?
The
or-
door to the toy room is locked.
Do I have a key for it?
You do not, unfortunately.
Well, we're gonna pick it, or try. 21.
With your thieves' tools, you are able to unlock it.
Okay. And then in this toy, are there a lot of toys, or are they just like some, but they're all like put away nicely, or are they kind of scattered?
The
like
floor
kids' room
is
would?
a mess of toys. There is more toys than floor that you can see.
Okay. So
Like for what age of a child?
Best guess, around 6, give or
Okay.
take a couple years.
is this door locked?
That door is unlocked.
Okay, let's go in. Is there a child in here?
Make an
Hello?
investigation check.
Come out, wherever you are.
You look underneath the bed and in both closets, and you do not find a child.
All right.
I'll,
Are there any
I'll
pictures? Are there any paintings in the room?
photographs.
Inside this room, there are no paintings.
Okay.
Now I'll knock on the wall behind the closets. Is it hollow or sound any doors? Secret doors?
Make an investigation check, Mickey.
Hey!
Taking some time to thoroughly inspect the walls, you do not find any secret doors.
Oh, Mickey, this is where that woman was looking for the child, but she didn't have any luck finding him, and neither did we. So, wanna head back down and meet up with everyone else?
Yeah.
Can Ori open this door to C3?
That door is locked, along with the one down here. But while Ash and Mickey are off investigating, Griffon is going to stand there, tapping her foot impatiently next to Mari and Ori, and just ask them, what on earth are they doing?
Who?
The Kingsmen? No idea. They're such...
No, Ash and
Incompetent.
Michaelmas.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, looking around before the Kingsmen get here.
Well, I mean, there was a devil here, so obviously it might be worth looking for other devilish interference before the Kingsmen muck it up.
And
I
what are
think
we
I
supposed to
said
say if
I was-
the Lawmaster shows up and we're like, hey, don't mind our friends?
They're looking for a bathroom.
I think I said we were looking for the kid. Downstairs, that would have been hard to justify, but
Yeah, I thought I said, I was gonna go look for that vault, but...
Well, we're not telling the Lawmaster that, Ash.
It's fine.
see if there's anybody else in trouble with devils. We don't
It's
need it.
it's not your job to cover for them, so leave it to me.
You almost said us and then realized what you were saying. Then remembered how good Mari does in these situations. Mari noticed that.
Ori's gonna like stick her head through the door where all the staff ran off to. Can I like open this door?
Yes, you can open that door. That door opens into a small kitchen,
Hello?
which currently is filled with smoke as there is something burning in the oven.
Oh goodness sakes! I'm gonna turn the. I'll use prestidigitation to like turn the oven off, like kill the fire in the oven. Hello? Is there anyone who actually works here? There's a dead governor. Shouldn't there be more people helping us out?
It appears, Ori, that everyone who was in the house has currently run off.
Incompetent cowards. She'll go back here.
Some of the people went out this way.
Yes, it appears that that area is a enclosed porch of some kind, with the front door currently open.
How long has the guy been gone to go get the Lawmaster?
By now, it's been 10 minutes.
How far away
Is
is the armory? I would kind of know that, right? Like how long I would expect him to take to get
You
there
guys
and
would
back?
have seen that the armory is actually somewhat close by the governor's complex.
Do you think he just ran away? Did he actually say, I'm going to go get the Lawmaster?
Why is everyone incompetent? I'm gonna first Ori's gonna be like, do we? I mean, obviously there were devils involved here, but do we have any concern that Kristen Livnonen's brother or cousin or whoever is like directly invested as the mayor's business rival? I know they're in like somewhat different areas, but like that seems like a bit of a conflict of interest to me.
So, I'm thinking about this, and we know that Revan is like a fixer for the cult, but if they were working for Kyvern or the devils, why would Kyvern, like if they're working for Kyvern, why would Kyvern get killed? That doesn't make much sense.
Right.
Unless someone else was getting suspicious, they
Kristan
wanted to cut their
Is
losses.
Kristan the
And
one
Leo.
who asked us to investigate this?
Yeah.
Are they behind it? Did
Yeah,
they
that's what I'm
set
trying to
us
ask.
up? Did they set us up because they were worried that their mind would get taken over? Will they send us in under the false pretense that the governor is being taken over and they hired the fixer to take care of it and us?
To be fair, Red did think the governor had been acting strange for a while, or distant at least.
Yeah, maybe he was being blackmailed or
But
something.
I do wonder if Kristan is trustworthy.
Yeah.
I mean, Atreya wouldn't work for somebody that wasn't.
Okay, but she didn't know that he was.
Working with the cult.
I mean, we didn't catch on, so maybe Atreya didn't either. Honest mistake. I'm not
it's
saying
just
for
a possibility.
sure.
No.
I'm not
I think-
trying to say for sure Kristan's a bad dude. It seems like a bad idea to send people. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we just need to, especially with a bounty on us, keep our guards up.
Well, and Atreya wouldn't lie about getting attacked by devils on the way back.
I mean, my
Kristan could have
instinct.
set that up.
Yeah, I mean, my general gut feeling is that this is not a setup from Kristan, but like I don't feel like I can
Can't rule it
totally
out.
rule it out. Yeah.
And Leo could be acting
Could
without
be manipulating Kristan as well, yeah.
Donna's knowledge, yeah.
Though it seems
Okay.
kind of wild to set devils after your own family. But you know, nobles. Sorry,
Yeah.
Mari.
So then, should we just head over to the armory and seek out the lawmaster
Yeah,
ourselves?
I was gonna say, do we wait around here or do we just give up?
I don't think
and
I don't
handle
think
it?
that Kingsman's coming back.
At this
You just
point,
ran.
I guess.
Do your keys work on the front doors? We can lock it up so nobody gets in and
Doesn't tamper with it.
disturbs the crime scene.
Or should some of us wait here and some of us go get the lawmaster?
Maybe we could leave Griffon?
Well, I don't want to leave anyone alone when there's
Griffin
devils.
just says, I'm not being locked in here.
No, you
Well,
wouldn't be in.
If someone's here, we wouldn't lock them in.
Can we just lock the office?
Sure.
If you like, you can lock the office and try one of the keys. One of the keys is indeed the front door key.
Now, I'll lock the office and we can lock the front door. And I say we head out to the armory, find the lawmaster.
After the party steps outside, the party hears distant screams off in the middle of the city,
Oh, good.
towards the
grief.
market.
I guess we should go
First, we gotta take care of that.
address that. Oh, I'm feeling a little tapped, not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah, I have 0 spell slots and I'm bloodied.
Can you
But
heal
we gotta,
yourself?
yeah, I'll...
I think I have a basic healing potion. Do you want that, Mari?
No, you keep that. I'll lay on hands myself
Alright.
for a little.
Ori's gonna take the healing potion then. Oh, great. 5 whole hit points.
So, okay, so I'm gonna give myself 15. And then do you want like another 10?
I mean, maybe we should save them to get people back up if anyone goes down.
Okay. I've got a couple healing. I've got 2 basic healing potions too
Okay.
that I'm saving. And a potion of greater healing.
Well,
Oh.
maybe give me 6.
Okay.
Around 60 hit points. Seems good to me. Thank you.
Yep.
I guess Ori.
Mickey, are you good?
So you're asking about Griffin?
Mickey and Griffin, yeah. I don't think Griffin didn't get hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Griffin
I
was
didn't
not
get
hit.
hit either.
Okay.
Ori's
I'm
gonna
still-
cast Armor Agathis at 3rd level.
I'm still pretty good on hit
You're good.
points, so
Okay.
So
Okay.
Ori has another black, shiny ice kind of layer over her robes again.
let's go see what all the screaming's about.
Yeah.
The party runs towards the sounds of the screams. As they pass by the market, the party sees almost every single one of the stalls has burst into flames and is now on fire. As they continue following the screams, they run down an alley. And as they move into the street, the party sees 2 red, devilish figures wearing scale mail armor, flying with red bat-like wings on their backs. Who are flying 50 feet up in the air and are hurling fire down towards the screaming citizens. The party sees several Kingsmen trying to protect any last remaining citizens as they can, as the devils are raining fire down on anyone who gets close to them. So, let's roll for initiative.
I
and
don't
then
see my family at all, do I?
You'll have to check. So let's roll for initiative and then take a 5-minute break.
Twinsies!
Aww. Look at us. Ori has better decks.
Palindromes.
So the first thing that happens is one of the citizens will run up, pointing towards the party, and yell, "The murderers have summoned devils!"
Wait, who summoned devils?
We, us.
Oh,
And after that, it is Ash's turn.
Okay.
Do we recognize that person?
You do not recognize that person, no.
I'm gonna move up in the middle of the square. The only people I murder, devils! Then I'm going to bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on the blue one. And then I'm going to try to hit it. My longbow. 27 to hit.
That one will hit.
For 15 damage. And then I'll try to hit it again. 28.
That will hit once again.
For another 6 plus 11, 17. And that's it for me.
Despite being 50 feet up in the air, that devil is still well within range of Ash as 2 arrows shoot into one of its legs. As he grimaces, he turns down to look towards you, Ash. But first, it is Michaelmas who gets to go.
How far in the air is the red one?
Both of them are 50 feet up off the ground.
So I can get here, and I will cast Banishment on the guy above me.
That's a charisma saving throw?
16 charisma save, yep.
Ugh.
Unfortunately, the flying fiend is able to shrug off and resist the banishing effect for snarling and growling down towards you, Mickey.
Okay. And I'm done.
The fiend who's hit by Ash is going to look over towards the ranger and give a sick smile. And Ash, I need you to make a wisdom saving. Actually, wait.
Oh boy.
First, it's going to double check its movement speed. It is going to fly over towards you, Ash. So now it is 30 feet up off the ground right above you. As it smiles down towards you with a sick grin, make a wisdom saving throw.
7.
Ash is now charmed by the fiend. And as it smiles down towards Ash, he points a finger over towards the party and says, "You know what to do." Ori, it is now your turn.
Alright, Ori's gonna step forward. She is gonna use her bonus action to curse blue. And then she's gonna blast it. 17 hit?
17 misses, unfortunately.
Good grief. Alright, second beam. Great.
Both Eldritch Blasts go wide to the fiend up in the air.
That's all.
We now go to Mari.
I was trying to think of something really clever to do, but with no spell slots and only 30 feet of movement. I'm gonna just dash. I'm gonna run up here, and then I'm gonna fly up, yep, to get next to Ren.
How high up is Red again, sorry? How tall?
He's up 50 feet.
50? Gosh. Well, I'm not gonna be in Mars Aurora then.
Yes, however, on its turn, it is going to fly down within 30 feet of you, Mari, and force you to make a wisdom saving throw as it tries to charm you as well.
Team?
Fortunately, the DC was 14. So now, as you are charmed by this creature, it will point over towards Mickey and
No,
say...
15. Did you say 14 was the DC?
Yeah.
She has her aura.
That's right, you don't have your aura automatically in there. So 15, you do resist it. So as you resist its fiendish charm, it lets out a snarl and spits down on the ground right in front of your feet. Sorry, give me 1 second while I double check something.
It's not really the time, Dash.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
With Dash being completely oblivious to the fight and enjoying his flump squeak toy in the alley, the party sees a half-orc woman run up and hold one of your arms, Mari, and will ask, "Help me!" And Mari, make another
I'm
wisdom
flying.
saving throw.
She's 50 feet in the air, isn't she?
I flew up to her. I dashed
that's
past her.
It was like, unless she's flying.
So I
Oh,
ran up
that's
and
right,
then
you have your
flew up
winged
to-
boots. So she will move over towards Mickey, pulling at her robes, saying, "Help me! Mickey, make a wisdom saving throw."
Good grief. Nice.
Mickey shakes his head and realizes that that woman was trying to charm him in some way. And with that, as Ori is about to cast another Eldritch Blast, she suddenly sees a strange look on the face of Griffon as Griffon makes 2 attacks on Ori.
I don't know if we can win this one. But they missed. That's it.
Ooh.
Silvery barbs. But they missed. I'm gonna give myself advantage.
With the silvery barbs, Ori avoids being hit by Griffon. However, afterwards, the party sees the man who's running up suddenly changes form and morphs into that of an incubus.
Okay, so do we run away?
Honestly, well, Ash is charmed now, so
Do we hit him and then run away?
honestly, I'm kind of tempted to magic missile him and Griffon and run.
Do we know that pain brings them out of the charm?
Well, it gives him a chance to save again.
You have protection from good and evil, from evil and good still, Mickey? That gives him advantage.
Okay. It's gonna slow, but
Or that, yeah.
getting him out of the thing might be better.
With the incubus flying 30 feet up in the air at the same level as the other demons, Ash.
Alright, who am I hitting?
I'm closest, or Mickey. Actually, if you hit me, my armor of Agathis will give you an opportunity to save again.
Is that only for melee attacks?
It says if the target suffers any harm, or from the Cambion or another creature.
Your armor. If you shoot.
Oh, armor of Agathis. Oh. Shoot. Never mind, don't attack me.
However, Ash is instead going to fire one arrow at Mari and one arrow at Mickey.
Okay, first one coming up.
To who?
Mari first,
Mari, which will just miss.
and then Mickey second.
Ooh.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That will hit for sneak attack damage as well.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
And now, with Mickey getting hit by an arrow and realizing the woman who tried to cry for help is actually working with the devils, what does Mickey do?
Since the incubus guy flew up in the air, I'll do a slow, which will get with the two Cambions, kind of as one phase of heading back to catch the incubus.
What save do we need to make for slow?
A wisdom save.
What's DC 16?
Yes.
The flying Cambion closest to you is unable to resist the save and is now slowed. However, the incubus and the one closest to Ash was able to avoid your spell.
That was not as effective as I had wanted, but I will stand next to Ori to try and divert Griffon,
Oh boy.
and I'm done.
The Cambion by Ash is going to make a couple of flame attacks. I'll send one at Mari and one at Mickey. So first at Mari, that one will hit for 23 points of fire damage.
Oh boy.
That hits real good.
The one aimed at Mickey misses as the flame falls short and explodes on the ground right in front of Mickey and Ori. Speaking of which, it is now Ori's turn.
Ori is going to cast Magic Missile at second level, one dart each to Ash and Griffon, and then 2 darts on the blue guy. So I'm gonna do the blue guy's darts first. So 11 damage, and then Ash and Griffon.
Okay, Ash and Griffon need to remake their wisdom saving throws.
Okay,
Yes!
17.
That is a success, as Ash, with that magic missile hitting right in his chest, he suddenly breaks out of the charming effect and realizes he was
Sorry.
attacking his comrades.
Ah!
Dang it!
Griffon, unfortunately, is still charmed.
Which way is it to my family's home?
From this way, it'd be west by southwest.
Okay, Ori's gonna start going this way. It's gonna start heading west. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That will provoke an opportunity attack from Griffon.
Go for it, Griffon. Hit me, please. Hit me. Yep. She will take 15 cold damage.
With Griffon wincing from pain from a sharp, unexpected icy
Oh,
blast, she
come
unfortunately
on!
is still charmed. With Ori running in the direction of her parents' home, it is now Mari's turn.
So I see Ori running, and I assume we're running.
I mean, I kind of think we should.
I don't think we can.
Just, yeah.
I'll take the two opportunity. Or
Oh,
no,
boy.
it's the one on the ground is not. I'm 50 feet in the air.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The one
So
opportunity.
just the one opportunity attack from Red.
And he's slowed, so he can't make opportunity attack.
Oh,
Yeah, that is the one that's slowed.
I adore you. So I'm gonna fly. Should I stop and try and hit Griffon on the way out?
I can do that on my
Yeah.
turn too.
She can't make an opportunity attack, so...
Yeah. So I'm gonna move. Oh, I can't get down there because I'm 50 feet in the air.
Oh.
Well, I'll just move over here and then dash down as far as I can to her. I'll go here, slide, so that Ash can still shoot her. We can't leave her.
Well, I don't
So-
want to, no.
Yeah, so that's what I'll do.
Mari flies down on the ground right between the incubus and Griffon. And with that, the slowed Cambion is going to make one fire ray attack at Mickey.
Oh,
That one will hit for 10 points of fire damage.
See if the slow stays. Got more
That's not a spell, right?
no. Well,
It is not a spell, no.
Okay.
Yeah, spell attack, I guess. Woohoo!
And unfortunately for it is still slowed. However, right after it goes, the party will see the half-orc woman that is right next to Mickey will suddenly morph and change back into its true form into that of a succubus.
Good grief.
Griffon will run up and make one attack at Mari, one attack at Mickey. So first at Mari.
How you doing, Mari?
Not great.
Delivery barbs.
With the silvery barbs, Griffon misses her attack on Mari. However, she'll turn towards Mickey after missing with Mari and still miss.
Sentinel.
All right, make an attack.
I'm gonna give you advantage. Well, no, maybe not you. I'm gonna give...
Give her advantage on her saving throw.
Oh, yeah, I can actually. Yeah, I'm gonna give Griffin advantage. You're right. You're absolutely right.
13 to hit.
13 will miss, unfortunately.
Ew.
Oh, it was worth a shot.
However, seeing Griffon attack the party, Dash is going to run up and try to gnaw at her ankle.
Dash. Oh, Dash.
And miss.
Thanks, buddy. Wait, can I use my I have an inspiration die. Can I use my inspiration die to retry my? Is it too late? My.
I'll let you use your inspiration on your opportunity attack, yes, or your sentinel attack.
Okay, thank you. Oh, baby. 25 to hit.
That will hit.
13.
Okay, advantage to Griffin for her save now.
Plus, she can use my ward. My
Oh
aura.
yeah, and your aura. It's still up. Oh, thank goodness. Oh boy.
Griffon is not even bloodied now. But
Oh, good.
with that attack, she lets out a scream of pain, then looks around, confused and distraught by what's going on.
Griffin, I'm sorry. You gotta get out of here.
The incubus who had her charmed will let out a sigh of frustration. A lot of good you were. And then fire. Actually, he's going to fly over and land on the ground right in front of you, Ori, and give you a big smile, grinning, and say, "Where are you going?"
Or he's just gonna bare her teeth back at him.
Ash, it's now your turn.
Okay. I gonna get the heck out of here. Up there. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and cast Zephyr Strike as a bonus action, and then I'm going to run up 30 feet here, and then as I'm running, I'm taking out my rapier, and I'm going to try to stab this succubus and give myself advantage on the attack roll.
That one is an incubus, technically.
Incubus. Yes. Whatever I said. 23 to hit.
That will hit.
And has it taken any damage?
It is not, so no Colossus Slayer.
But I do get sneak attack. And then I'm just going to roll the Colossus Slayer because it's a d8 for the extra force damage. So it's 5 force damage and 3 sneak attack, 10 piercing, and then I'll try to stab it again. 24
That one will hit.
for 9 plus Colossus Slayer. for 15 more, and then I'm gonna run. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Because I get an extra 30 feet of movement from Zephyr Strike, and I don't get opportunity attacks. So I'm just gonna run by, stab twice, and keep on moving.
A literal hit and run.
Hit and run.
With Ash pulling off the hit and run, it is now Mickey's turn.
Yeah.
Get out, Mickey.
Yeah. We would like to do that, wouldn't we? I will use my voice of authority. Nope, that's not the thing I'm using. My channel divinity.
Is that orders demand?
Yeah. Disappeared from my sheet. Well, since I can't cast that, then I will turn it into an angel, because I never get to do that.
Yeah!
So.
Yeah, you never use your radiant soul.
Yeah. And I will start flying away. Does the succubus have a reaction yet or not?
Yes, she does. So she will make a swipe with one of her claws towards you, which will miss, unfortunately for her.
So I get to there, and then okay, I'm done.
Scambian is going to fly over closer to you, Mickey, and is going to make 2 more flame attacks towards you. First one will miss. Second one, though, will hit for 11 points of fire damage. As you quickly realize that one's definitely going to leave a mark on your once fine, now slightly burning priest robes. But with your slow still up, it is now Ori's turn.
Alright, Ori's gonna say, if you need someone to stick around and hold you down, unfortunately I'm not that girl, so she's gonna quick and cast Mind Sliver on the incubus. I'm so low on spell slots, y'all. I'm not gonna Silvery Barbs, I cannot. So that was a quick end cast, and then action cast. I really was hoping he was gonna fail that. Alright, I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at 3rd level on blue, because I think that's the best damage I can do right now. 33 damage.
Nice.
On blue. And I am going to run.
With that Cambion now definitely bloodied, the incubus is going to take a swipe with his claws towards you, Ori.
Ooh, alright.
With the opportunity attack for 7 points of slashing damage.
Alright, that is gonna be 15 cold damage.
Ouch.
Nice.
But now my armor puffs away, melts away.
And as he grimaces from the pain, he's gonna yell out towards you, "You're not my type anyways!" And with that, we now go to Mari.
So I'm looking around and she sees that people are running. She's hopeful that they're running. I think she's gonna, in an attempt to try and I wonder if it makes sense to run down the side alley, this direction, to try and split
up
bad guys.
I mean,
So-
maybe. I was kind of hoping to get away and have Ash pass cast without a trace on us, so we're harder to track. I don't even know if he's got the spell slots for that.
I don't.
I'm gonna run down this alley and I'll just, there's no bad guys there to hit, so that's 30, and then I might as well dash. Just go another 30. I hope that everybody's following. I hope that red comes this way. And that's my turn.
That Cambion is indeed going to fly over and fly up 60 feet into the air and will hurl fire at you twice, Mari.
Yay.
Cool. That hits.
The first fire ray bursts right into your back for 9 points of fire damage. The second one, though, will burst into a ball of fire on the ground right next to your feet and will miss.
Perfect. I purposefully didn't like turn the corner so that they could still see me, hoping they would come this way.
The succubus is going to move up towards Griffon and make a claw attack, which will miss. So Griffon is going to...
he only gets one prostrate because he's still slowed.
Oh, that's right. But the first one still would have hit.
Yeah.
So now Griffon is going to... So she's going to move without disengaging, which will provoke an opportunity attack.
Ooh.
Which will miss again as
Nice.
Griffon will dash down towards Mari.
I just gotta get Nikki out of there.
So at this point, Dash is going to blink out and poof before moving back over towards you, Ash.
Good boy.
So at this point, the incubus is going to fly up. It appears that the two Cambions, the incubus and the succubus, are letting the party run.
Interesting.
And with the party running through the chaotic streets and back alleys, where do they go?
Oh, geez.
Would the church be protected from devils?
I don't, well, that's kind of far
That's
away.
close.
Right?
The church is pretty close to the market.
Actually, you guys are actually pretty close to the church right now.
Oh, okay.
I think that might be like and it's a big stone building anyway, so at least it'd be protected from fire.
That seems like a decent idea.
I'm trying to decide if Mari would think to run to because Mari's not with the rest of you.
Well, yeah, Ori definitely would want to regroup with Mari before we, like, officially went anywhere. Would it be that difficult to find Mari?
Since I am flying, I'll look out for Mari and where the other people are going and try and see if
I do think Mari would head the direction like that the rest of the group was going anyways, and we'd probably see each other like down the next alley.
Yeah, you'd just be going parallel
You know what
down
I mean?
the next
Fair,
alley.
we all were running west and the church is east, so we'd probably have to loop down and back towards Mari anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, with Mickey flying, he would be able to keep an eye on where Mari and Griffon were running.
my flying doesn't last that long, so.
It lasts a minute, which is still not long, but still long enough. So by the time Mickey is able to land and his wings leave him, everyone in the party is reunited.
Perfect. And then we head for the church.
As the party head to the church, the party sees the two Cambions hurl flames towards the stained glass windows of the church, watching them all smash. But as the Cambions spot the party, they fly off deeper into the city.
What? Why are they framing us again?
Maybe.
I don't know, but I think we gotta see. I mean,
I need an hour to.
we gotta go in there.
Yeah.
As the party runs into the church, everyone sees Lilia quickly hurrying people into the church for safety. And as she sees the party, she quickly motions over towards them, yells, "Run!"
Yeah, I'll run.
Run from us? She's motioning towards us like, come on, run, get in, not like...
Yeah, she's motioning towards her to get into the church. With the party running into the church, Lilia will close the door behind the party. As the party sees inside, there are dozens of townsfolk who are all standing inside the church, yelling and asking, "What's going on? What's happening?"
Do I
There's
see my family?
a big commotion inside.
Do I see my family at all?
Make a perception check.
And is Red there?
Ori does not see her family. Everyone in the party does see Red, however, who is standing on one of the ledges next to the fountain, is trying to calm people down, but it does not appear to be working.
How many people are in here? About?
Looking in, you see at least 30 people.
Would you say they are within a 20-foot radius sphere?
I'd say a large number of them are.
Alright. Does Ori think it's worth the spell slot? I think she'll kind of look at party and be like, do you think I should try to help calm people down?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
So I'll use my channel divinity now. So I will. So I'll charm them and try and echo Red's words and get them while they're charmed. to try and be less scared.
With Mickey holding up his holy symbol and yelling out for everyone to calm down, the party sees almost everyone inside the church calms down as they all turn to look towards Mickey. Everyone else quickly dies down their talking too as everyone turns, and the church is now in a strange silence as all eyes are on you, Mickey.
I've just been echoing whatever Red said, so I'm... once they've calmed down, I'll turn the floor over to him.
Red will look over towards the townsfolk and say, I know you are scared, but do not worry. Deo and Faber will protect us against this attack, which none of us could have ever been able to foresee.
Ori makes eye contact with Ash and rolls her eyes so hard.
I mean, in his defense, we didn't tell him that we had seen devils near town.
We told him our friends did.
True.
We told them we saw them outside of Petra, and they didn't come from the wastelands specifically. They came from La Fracture, which, again, nobody believes us on that either.
I'll look at Lilia and be like, is there any, basement to the church where it'd be safer to keep people away from windows and whatnot?
Lilia nods and will slowly move her way through the crowd and say, everyone, follow me to the basement.
I think this is to the party now. I think we should take an hour and make a game plan. I really want to try to get a hold of my family, but I don't.
Do you think they're holed up at home?
Do you have your sending?
I have sending, but Ori's spell slots are right now. I have 3 spell slots right now. 2 of them could send sending. So I don't know if she's feeling if we're gonna engage again with the devils, if she should spend a spell slot on sending or not.
Do you think they're at home?
I mean,
is the likelihood high that they're at home?
I told them earlier today, I guess, to leave, so they're probably still at home. Yeah, but
okay. We're gonna need the spell slot.
Yeah, you're probably right.
We're not that far away. I'll just go. Let me just go and see if they're there.
No, you shouldn't go. We need a rest. You are not looking good. I mean that's not. I don't mean it like that. I mean you.
Thank you.
You need. Yeah. I mean, obviously that's not what I mean. I mean that's not. I don't think
we have an hour. I don't know that we have an hour.
Griffon will say, I can go.
No.
No. I think.
I can land hands. I can get back up to over. I won't be bloodied anymore. One person can move. I mean, I can't move stealthily, but one person can move better, better through town than a group.
Right.
I'm the one who got hit the least in that fight. I'll go.
You don't know where you're going.
Then tell me where to go.
And they don't know you.
They don't know you.
You're right. You weren't hit as much, so you need to stay here and help these people.
How hurt are you, Mari? And Ash? And Ori?
I have 21 hit points left, but I will...
Ori is pretty good. Honestly, Ori's doing pretty well. She's at 60.
I'm at 37.
I'm
a little over half.
I should go.
I'll use a second level spell on Mari then. 14.
Thank you. Correct, then I'm just exactly bloodied. It'll be fine. I'll lay on hands for a little bit more. I'll be really close to...
How long of a walk is it to my dad's place from here?
It'd be, let's say a 15-minute walk.
10-minute brisk walk, maybe?
Sure.
Are they... So, while they're arguing about who's gonna go check on their parents, can I just sneak out the door?
No, I'm not arguing long enough.
Make a stealth check, Ash.
You can try stealthing away. I mean...
Because I've got, the bonus action dash, I've got hide, I've got stealth, I can Zephyr Strike.
As the party is discussing who to go, they suddenly look around and realize Ash is nowhere to be seen.
I trust Ash on this.
I mean, yeah, of course. Oh, not this is gonna help Robin's crush any.
Little does the party know, Ash snuck off to get first dibs at the snacks in the basement. Instead, Ash, let's have you. Are you trying to go fast or stealthy through the streets?
Maybe a little bit of both, but I mean, I can't pass without trace, but
I suppose with your cunning action, you'd be able to
bonus
dash with
action,
bonus action. So make a stealth check.
Wow.
As Ash runs through the streets, he does see more people running, and he sees some of the wooden buildings in town are on fire, but using his rogue abilities, he is able to sprint down to the home of Wren and Robin. You see the door is closed.
I knock on the door carefully and not too loudly.
Make a perception check. Ash hears the sound of someone moving inside.
I'm gonna just whisper, "It's Ash! Are you guys in there?"
Ash hears some more movement, and after a moment, he hears the door is unlocked as Robin opens the door.
Hey, are you guys okay?
Robin gives you a big hug, Ash, and says, "We're okay. Where's Ori?"
We're holed up at the Church of Faber right now. There's a lot of people hiding in there.
What's going on? We just heard screams and just locked ourselves in.
There are devils, like, starting to burn the city. I don't know much else of what's going on, but there's a lot of chaos. Sounds like something that also happened up in Twig Springs a bit ago, where the whole town was kind of burned up. Not sure who's behind it, but there's definitely devils causing destruction.
Wren will stand with a large pack on his back saying, "Well, we already packed up with most of our belongings. Didn't really have much to begin with, but think you can safely take us to my daughter? My other daughter?"
Yes. Keep your heads down. Stay close to the buildings. Try to stick to the shadows. And we'll try to move as quickly as we can. But if you see me tell you to stop, stop. And if I tell you to get inside, get inside.
Make another stealth check, Ash, as you lead Wren and Robin through the streets.
26.
Make a perception check, too.
Ash of the Shadows.
15.
While Wren does have a hard time moving quickly and quietly thanks to his back injury, Ash is able to keep a good eye out for any other succubi or cambions flying through, and with that help, eventually the party is able to make it back to the church after about half an hour after the party realized that Ash was gone.
Oh my gosh, you're alive! And Ori's gonna like hug her family first and be like, "Oh my gosh, and then she's gonna hug Ash and be like, "Thank you, Ash. Oh, thank you."
It's the least I could do. And
Are
I knew
you
I could get
okay?
there. I knew I
Yeah,
could get there
thank you.
quickly.
Thank you. Are you okay, Dad? How's your back? Were you hurt at all, either of you?
No, we're fine. Back's, well, it is what it is, but we're okay. And Robin will say, "Yeah, Ash was really brave for running through and saving us."
Or it takes a deep breath. So that's great. Okay, yeah, everyone's downstairs, so come on to the basement. Looks at the party. I think we should take an hour. I think it's worth us trying to get back some energy. Oh, I had the food from what's her face?
Frida?
From Frida.
Yeah.
I have Frida's food. Let's take a break.
How long does that last? Is that
It's in the preserving thing, right?
Oh, it's in my chest of preserving, yeah.
Also, I will say, the party minus Ash is 30 minutes into a short rest at this point.
Well, we want Ash to go short rest too, probably. So, but we can maybe take up some watch when we're waiting for him. But Ori's gonna hug her dad and her sister again, and then like bring them downstairs and be like, "Don't you guys think that to the party like we should take a rest, right?"
Yeah, agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Or finish taking a rest, as it were. Okay. I get sorcery points back.
Let's have everyone who wants to roll for hit dice. for healing.
Great.
I'm almost back to full health now, so just a couple shy.
Great. Alright, yeah, I'm at full. And I get 2 level 1 spell slots back. And my curse. And oh yeah, and we eat Frida's food, I guess. What does that do again? Does that restore hit points? Because otherwise we don't need it, I guess.
That does restore. Each snack would heal up 3 hit points.
Okay, never mind then. I'll keep it in the chest.
Save them, yeah.
And just remember, since like if Mickey had cast 8 on you, your hit points are higher than.
Oh right, thank you.
So your max is up 5 or whatever.
Yep.
For
Yep.
8 hours. So you
Thank
can
you for
have
reminding me. I'm
so
at
you can get a
70.
few more from there.
Absolutely. Are there any Kingsmen around the church?
As you are resting, you do see 2 Kingsmen walk into the basement who appear to be looking for you. One of them is a middle-aged Asmar man with long white hair and golden eyes. The other is a half-orc woman with short black hair and a scar running in a diagonal line all the way down and across her face.
Well, Ori wants to talk to them anyways. She would start keeping an eye out once her short rest is wrapped up and Ashes is still going, so she'll immediately go to approach them.
The Asmar will ask, if you wouldn't mind, we'd like to have a word in private about what's going on.
Insight check to see if they're
Make an
devils
insight
in
check.
disguise.
Make an insight check, but the Asmar will lean in and whisper, we don't want to cause any more of a panic.
Ori will be like, no, of course not.
He does not seem to have any other ulterior motives besides just wanting to get information.
Ori's gonna use her telepathic speech and be like, you're not devils in disguise, are you?
There's a look of surprise on the Asmar's face before he speaks back to you in your mind, no, we're not.
Can I use that same insight check to, like, judge that statement too?
Yeah, you're pretty sure he's not a devil in disguise.
Alright. I'll motion to the party to come with me, I guess. And then, like, yeah, we can talk. Yeah, Ori will go over and be like, oh, there's some Kingsmen, I think it's worth talking to them. They seem legit.
Okay.
The party...
Did you say one of them was the law speaker?
Looking at their armor, you guys would know they appear to be captains, but not the Lawmaster.
And the devils disguise themselves as regular Kingsmen as far as we've seen so far, right?
So far, yes.
Alright, well, that's maybe another point in their favor.
The Kingsmen, joined by the party, all crowd together inside a storage room and close the door behind them for some privacy. The Asmar man will say, so, what happened?
Well, this morning, we were sent a booby-trapped box by a chain devil with some enchanted swords.
We heard about that. What about after that?
And then later, 4 Kingsmen approached us claiming the governor wished to speak with us about said attack. We went with them to the complex, and they tried to frame us for the death of the governor, who was dead when we arrived. And
they were also devils.
Yeah, and then they
Transformed.
revealed themselves to be devils. Yes. When we confronted them and fought against their accusations, and then we thought we sent someone to go get the Lawmaster, and then we realized there were devils in the street. We tried to fight, but we were pretty tapped out from our first fight, so we made a bit of a tactical retreat to try to regroup and make a better plan, hopefully. Do you have any information to add to that?
Well, it appears that the devils tried to make the claim that you were working with them, but I feel like I believe you. Also,
Thank you.
Lawmaster Barnick is dead.
Oh, I'm sorry for your loss. I mean, honestly, I hate to say it, but I feel like any Kingsman who have joined your ranks within the last 3 months are suspect. Are there people you can trust? Is there some sort of base of operations you're working out of right now, like the armory or something?
Right now, this is the base.
All right. Any idea how many troops you got left?
We're working on that.
Okay. I mean, my family's here in the city, so I am at least, and I think my party is as well, willing to work with you two, especially since I trust you to not be devils. So you'll forgive me if I'm still suspicious of other people, considering. Is there anyone that you think possibly could fit that description of having joined within the last 3 months who hasn't revealed themselves to be a devil in the Kingsmen?
The half-orc woman will say, yeah, but they've all run off.
Alright. So, hopefully no one's sticking around to try to stay as a plant, but who knows? I don't know.
Griffon will pipe in and ask, what are we doing to stop the fires? Do we have water brigades out? Vatemar will say, we do have some, but we could use some more bodies to help with that. Griffon will say, what are we waiting for?
Is there much fighting going on right now? Currently?
Fighting, no. Rioting, yes.
Oh dear. Well, at this point, has Ash finished his long rest?
Ash has not. The rest of the party has.
How much time is left for Ash's long rest?
I'd say about 30 minutes.
Okay, well, he should finish the long rest.
Oh,
We'll
yes,
go out.
absolutely.
Short rest.
Sorry, the short rest, and we'll go out and...
Well, our friend here has a little bit more, needs a bit more time, but we can come and help.
We can use all the help we can get.
Alright, point us in a direction and we'll get to work.
As the party, joined by the 2 Kingsmen captain, head back up to the first floor level of the church, and outside the party sees a lot more of the buildings are now on fire, with some people setting up water brigades trying to control the flames. At this point, I let the party decide what they want to do to try to help.
I mean, I have shape water, so I can probably stand at... I feel like if I stand at like the end of the fire line, or whatever it's called, I can more efficiently distribute the water over the fire, and also use prestidigitation to put out smaller bits of fire, potentially. So I think Ori would volunteer to, like, help not carry the water to the fire, but, like, efficiently use the water to put out the fire.
Ari's hauling buckets.
I think Ash is just going towards the buildings and trying to see if there's anybody that needs help getting out of the burning buildings.
You can finish your rest.
Yeah, Ash isn't doing anything.
You know, whatever.
Or you can take those hit dice back.
What about
Yeah,
Mickey?
I'll carry buckets with Mari. So I don't have any spells up that would help.
The party joins the water brigade, with Ori very successfully using her shape water abilities to help disperse the water that's being carried to her at the end of the line. Griffon will join the 2 Kingsmen captain, helping stop some of the looting and rioting that's going on in the downtown area in the canyon. But after about 30 minutes, Ash will run out and join the party. It's around this time Griffon will come back towards all of you, holding the reins of 2 horses.
Oh, what are those for? What are they? Who are those? Who do those belong to?
Well, they're yours now if you want them.
Oh, okay.
Not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth.
But I'm king. You could give them to your father and sister and tell them to
I'm out of
head out.
town.
Yeah.
Griffon rolls her eyes and says, look, I know you want your family to get out, but
I don't know if sending them out right now is safe
listen,
either.
there are a couple people who said they spotted one of the governor's carriages leave this morning, not too long before Ash went into the complex. So my guess is there's a reason why that happened, and you will need to go figure out why.
Shouldn't be
I'll ask around and find out what the governor's family situation was. Does he have a wife, kids? Does he have a kid particularly? And
Griffon will say,
who
yeah,
the nurse woman was?
he had a son. He's with his nanny.
Did people see which direction the carriage was going?
Yeah, apparently towards Anatoly.
Huh.
We're following that carriage.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I know who's in the carriage. At least one person.
Who do you think's in the carriage?
The child.
Oh, well, maybe. But
No, the child's safe.
Oh, that's good.
Him and his
that
nanny are holed up somewhere. They're apparently fine.
do we know if there's anyone unaccounted for from the governor's household?
There are several people unaccounted for, which makes it seem likely. Look, I don't believe in coincidences, alright?
Alright.
So
Yeah,
if the
agreed.
carriage seemingly randomly left before all this went down, there's gotta be a reason for it.
The timing is pretty suspect. I should probably. Should I send to Alex, do you think? Or Emma? Probably Alex. But I don't even know if he's in Anatoly yet or not.
I think Emma. Because Emma can, well, either one of them can send to the other with their sending stones, right? So I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, and they can send back to me as well with their bells. I kind of want to send to Ash.
Alex.
Alex. Too many A names. I kind of want to send to Alex. I mean, Emma
Okay.
just isn't the best at dealing with stress.
Good point. Yeah.
Love that girl to death, but maybe someone with a bit more combat experience.
Alright. Yeah, let's
Can
do
we
that.
all fit on 2 horses? Or can, like, Ash take his bonus action dash or something? I guess there's 4 of us, so if it's, like, 2 on a horse, potentially, I don't know. Does that work? Like, is 2 horses enough to get us out of town?
If you double up on the horses, it might be a little bit slow,
But it's still faster than us walking?
it will be faster than you walking, yes.
Alright.
Alright. Let's collect our stuff. Pay Griffon.
Yeah.
Griffon, I assume you're staying.
Yeah, I'm staying.
And yeah, I think we should, Ori, I think we should send your family in a different direction now than Anatoly.
I don't think they need to leave anymore.
I don't
I don't know.
know if they should leave while there's potentially still devils around.
I think they did what they were going to do here.
Also, are you going to pay?
Yeah.
Are you going to pay Griffon what you originally agreed to, a few gold?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
like a few gold a day. So what are we on day
1.
1? So, yeah, so like 5 gold?
Or we'll throw 5. We'll throw 100% tip on top of that, so she can get 10 gold from us.
Right.
After taking it, Griffon will then say, also, for the record, I'll probably decline any more offers to join you on your adventures.
We can't blame you for that.
Yeah, fair enough. But you know, it was it was good to have you at our side for today at least.
Yeah,
And thank you for the horses.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I do want to talk to my family before we
But
leave.
then I think, yeah,
Obviously.
I think we should kind of try and make it. Of course, they're a day ahead of us basically now, so it's not like we have to go fast. But
Would I know how? Like, I mean, a carriage probably doesn't go that fast. Do I have a sense like how much faster a carriage would be than us on horseback?
It would take you at least a few days to catch up to them.
Oh boy. How long does it take to get to Anatoly on horseback from here?
It'd probably be, for a carriage, it'd probably be 6 days, depending
Okay.
on how loaded the carriage is, and exactly, the party did not figure out how many horses were pulling the carriage to, but I'd say on average about 6 days.
Alright.
So I don't suppose we could go to Fort Silva and use their teleporter.
We're banned.
we're banned from Fort Silva.
Yeah, they don't like us there.
I don't think even the threat of demon would sway
Devils.
anyone, because
Yeah, I
clearly
don't think they
cultists
care.
wasn't enough of a threat to make
Yeah.
them like us. Enemy.
I don't
They
know.
can't even apply enemy of our enemy to cultists with us. So you know, I kind of doubt devils would be sufficient.
And that's why we radio ahead. I mean, send ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna send to Alex. Trouble No. Demons in...
Devils.
Sorry, no. Flip. Devils in...
Sorry.
No, you're right. Devils in Petra. Suspicious carriage headed to Anatoly. Were pursuing. Something was amiss in Governor's house. We're okay if you could watch out, please.
After a short moment, Ori hears a reply from Alex. Well, I can't be doing a lot of looking out. My temper got the best of me. I punched the general.
Ori does laugh out loud in the middle of like receiving Alex's reply. And she kind of like claps her hands together gleefully.
Might wanna let someone else. And the message cut off there.
Okay.
We don't have anyone else but Emma.
Alex punched the general, so he's probably under arrest for a little while.
I liked that kid from the start.
You know what? He's really grown on me. I can't be honestly say I was totally on board with him, but no.
Yeah, you weren't.
But no, he's all right. Great. I guess I should send. I mean, should I send to Atreya or Kriston? Then do you think? I mean, or should I send to Emma?
I'm not sure about Kristen. Atreya would be of those two Atreya, but probably Emma.
I don't know what Atreya can do.
If Atreya can, all right, you trust Atreya. If Atreya, I mean, Atreya and her employer, if she determines him trustworthy, have more resources than Emma does, and they know more about the situation. I mean, I can always message Emma tomorrow, but I only have one sending today left. Well, actually, I could have 2 more sendings, I suppose, if I use my sorcery points. Whatever the non-meta way to say that is.
If there's enough words, if we can figure out a way, I think Atreya is probably the way to go. Is there a way to tell her we don't necessarily trust her employer? But then she can't do anything without telling him anyways. Like he's the one with the resources, not her. So we either gotta trust them both, or put it all on Emma's shoulders.
Oh God. I mean,
we did inside checks on him.
I guess we did. Oh jeez.
Did we ask to check the right things? Well, because we said like, what could we tell what his intentions were? Was he being truthful?
Mm-hmm.
I think Atreya.
All right, I'm gonna send to Atreya. All right. Devils in Petra. Governor dead. Currently following suspicious carriage.
Anatoly, you have to say that.
Toward Anatoly. We'll try to keep updated. Petra seems similar to Twig Springs. You have info?
After a short moment, Atreya will reply, "That is sad to hear, but thanks for the update. I'll pass word on to Kriston." That's the end of her reply.
These people really aren't using all their words.
Quick mechanics question. Is sending like, is it like texting or is it like voice memo? Like, my question is, can you
telepathic, right?
It's a telepathic voicemail, basically.
Okay, got it. I was just wondering about tone, like.
Yeah, although there is a warlock invocation if you have like the book You can basically do sending with your warlock tome if you choose that as an invocation, but otherwise it's just basically arcane voicemail.
Okay, cool. I was wondering about like reading tone and like.
Yeah,
Thank
it's like
you.
your
Sorry.
voice delivered straight to their brain. Okay. Alright, alright, time to talk to my family, I guess. Try to keep it quick. So Ori will go down to the basement and kind of like go up to her father and just to be like, we have to get going. We think there's someone who knew what was gonna happen, and they left the city. So we're gonna take horses to try to catch them. I would love if you two went to Anatoly. You'll be closer to us in Lux, and my friend Emma is there, and my friend Alex will be there soon. Emma could maybe help you with that thing that happened at the inn, Robin. But really, I don't know what's safe anymore, honestly, and I don't want to tell you what to do. And you probably don't want to try to travel out there until things have quieted down here a bit more, I guess. But I'm gonna try to get a hold of you as much as I can to check in. And I love you both so much, and I'm so sorry that things are so awful right now, and I wish we could have had more time. But
Wren will interrupt you by giving you a big hug,
yeah.
Ori, and saying, "We'll be okay. Just make sure you stay safe, okay?"
Yeah, promise. I got good people at my back. And I'll hug him and hug Robin.
Robin gives you a big hug with a tear rolling down the side of her face.
Yeah.
We were thinking about heading to Anatoly anyways, so...
Okay. Alright, just take care of yourselves. I don't know, maybe you could afford to hire some protection? I don't know. I gotta get going. Sorry. I love you so much. Bye.
Say bye to Ash for me.
Or he takes a deep breath, says, alright.
Thank him again, too, for me.
Alright. So yeah. What do the horses look like?
The horses, you see one of them is brown with a couple white spots on him. The other is a gray horse. The brown horse has a dark brown mane. The gray horse has a black mane.
Dibs on gray. Dibs on gray.
I'm with Mari.
As everyone's kind of getting ready to leave, package up their things, I'm going to cast Speak with Animals, and I would like to talk to the horses and just get the message across that we're in a hurry, this is very important, and we're really counting on them to get us there quickly and safely.
Ash, do they have names?
Find out where Griffon found them.
The horses will reply to you, Ash, wow, we're really important? That's never happened to us before.
The most important.
Wow, we're the mostest importantest.
Seriously, what are their names?
Ash, do they have
What are
names?
their names?
Otherwise, I want to name this one Storm. Ask him if he's cool with Storm.
Grey Horse, what is your name?
Oh, my name is Bartholomew.
Follow me.
That's better.
Bartholomew.
That's better than Storm.
Is it okay if my friends call you Storm?
No.
We'll
No,
see.
Bart.
I don't know, my other owner called me Bartholomew, or Bart.
Okay, that's fine. And the other one? What is your name?
Oh, my name is Kapeshk Molek.
Kapeshmalik. I call you K for short?
Sure.
Okay. Well, I appreciate any help you can give us to get us where we're going. We'll take good care of you, if you take good care of us.
Okay. Oh, don't worry, we're important now, so we care.
Perfect. And then I'm gonna see if I can find some carrots or something to give them.
Make an investigation check.
There's a burned down market here somewhere.
I'll call you Special K.
Ash is able to find some carrots and find a little bit of food to help with the journey, although you will need to find some food for them along the way.
I find him like at a market stall or something.
Yes, the one market stall that was not burned down, the Uptown Market, had some carrots.
Alright, I'm just gonna leave. If no one's there, I'm just gonna leave 5 silver on the counter and take the
Ash,
carrots.
really thank you again for getting my family to the church. I really appreciate it, and they really appreciate it too.
I was just doing what anyone else in our group would have done. You do the same for me.
Of course. But still, thank you. Now we ride.
The party rides on east by northeast towards Anatoly. There is a rough road leading that way. The party thinks having a carriage would definitely slow them down because of the rough road, but with just horses, you should be able to catch up. And 3 days later, on the evening of the 11th of Sunpeak, the party is riding down the road. It's about time for you to stop and find a place to catch up. When the party sees the first other person on the road, the party sees a carriage which appears to have broken down, as one of the wheels apparently has been broken, and the party sees an elderly half-orc man with light gray skin who appears to be trying to fix the wheel. And as the party stops to look up, he'll give a smile and say, "You don't by any chance have an extra carriage wheel with you, do you?"
So does the carriage look like it would be one that a baron would have? Or what was his name? A governor? Or is it a lower class?
The carriage appears to be a fairly good carriage. You're not quite sure how exactly high class it is.
Alright, can I... I'm gonna cast with, sorcery points. I'm gonna cast, detect thoughts. And be like, what's happened, friend? Where are you headed?
Oh, I'm just heading over to Anatoly to visit some family. And with your detect thoughts, you can see he's clearly lying. He's clearly trying to lie to all of you to make sure you don't ask too many questions.
Can I tell at all what he's trying to hide?
Yes, the fact that he's a devil.
Oh, great. Cool.
So have we gotten a long rest?
Yes, you have gotten a long rest by this point.
Ori's gonna be look into everyone, use telepathic speech, and everyone be like, yep, this guy's a devil, and then cast Earth and Grasp on him.
Alright, and with that, we're going to end the episode here and start with combat next game.
Great session. This was a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh, that fight was so stressful.
Thanks so much for watching, everyone. We will see you next week.